Hey, yeah, what's up? This is Disciple Marcello Kearns Rain back up in this. This the second part on what have Freemasons done for the uh, for the black experience in America. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so for y'all that don't know, George Washington, the first president, was a Freemason. I think Benjamin Franklin was a Freemason. And there's a host of other leaders. Jesse Jackson is a Freemason. Okay, I'm just giving that's a handful right there to show you even how it cross race, and how deep it is in the politics. You got George Washington, Jesse Jackson, and Benjamin Franklin, two guys on your money that was Freemasons. You understand? So you see how all of those leaders can be an indicator of how deeply engraved it is in your community. Your preachers are not talking about it. Your Christians are not talking about it. Christians in the past talked about it. You know, Mr. Finney, if you look him up, you'll see Mr. Finney, a preacher. Even he was up here in New York. He was anti-masonry, Mason. He was anti-Mason, anti-Freemason. Yeah, he was a preacher. You can look him up, Finney. Last name Finney, Finney. He was directly opposed to it, and many Islamic countries are opposed to it. They do not deal with Freemasons. I looked up the history on it. They kick it out. They don't believe in that secret society stuff. And this is the only country that really does. I mean, that's one thing I can say for, people of Islam. They don't play no games, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all play games here in America. They don't play no games. You know what I'm saying? They take care of that because, see, at the end of the day, all this stuff going on out here, that's all secret societies. See, if you had nipped it in the bud like other countries did, you wouldn't be going through destruction in your country because of what they doing. Because they bringing repercussions on your country. I'm just keeping it 100. I'm letting you know what's going on. Because everybody don't got their ear to the streets. Everybody think they know what's going on, but they don't accurately know what's going on. They don't know what's going on with the forefront wars that's going on in our country. They don't really know what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. They have all kind of theories. They have all kind of opinions, and it's no more than that. I'm telling you accurately what's going on. You know what I'm saying? A bit to the best of my ability, and those secret societies are doing something. They ain't just going there and eating McDonald's. They ain't just going there and eating Burger King Whoppers. They doing something. They doing something. That's what I'm saying. They doing something. And we want to know what it is. We don't need to have secret societies here in America. That's my personal opinion. It don't need to be none of that. You know what I'm saying? America is too crazy on its own and too bugged out to where we have bugged out people meeting secretly, and they don't turn sound all of a sudden because they're doing secret meetings. They're bugged out in public and they're bugged out in secret. So what that's gonna give us? Bugged out plans. Okay? And like I told you, I met someone that said that basically the Freemasons, their whole thing is world domination, just like the Illuminati is. You know what I'm saying? So there you have it. That's the main agenda. So all their little objectives is leading up to that main purpose or mission, if you will. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So if they're well-meaning, let's just say for y'all you who give them the benefit of the doubt of just being some secret fraternity that's doing nothing more than just talking. Okay, they just talking. Okay, for you people that just think they just talking, then let's ask yourself, what have they done during, because they've been around. They're the oldest fraternity in the world. For all you who don't know, for all you Christians that don't know, they're the oldest fraternity in the world. That's why Islam is kicking them out. Islamic countries are kicking them out. You know, they've been here that long to tick off and to aggravate established Islamic countries. Okay, you know how far Islam goes back is what I'm. You see what I'm saying? Your way. This lets you know they've been around for a long time. Okay, so ask yourself, what have they done for the American community through the 60s? Because they've been here since the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. They've been here since the roaring 20s, 100 years ago. Since the 1920s, they've been here. Okay? So during all those, the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr., during the assassination of JFK, where have the Masons been? If they got good, if they're well-meaning, where have they made their voice made? When have they made their voice known to us? See, here's the problem with secret societies, okay? Here's the problem. They're not articulating and putting people's doubts to rest. They're not putting people's anxieties to rest about who they are. So while they can sit back and say, look how ignorant these people are of who we are, you left us ignorant. That goes for the Illuminati, that goes for the Freemasons, that goes for the Skull and Bones, that goes for any other group. So you're still the idiot because you left us ignorant concerning who you are. You had no spokesman, no true spokesman, even that anyone knows that puts to rest all conspiracies, all doubts, and all anxieties of who you are. So while you're sitting up smirking because you know who you really are, you should, and we don't, you should know who you really are. But how are you smirking when you made yourself a secret society and had all information held back, most of it held back from us about who you are? How are you smirking when we had no opportunity to really educate ourselves on who you are because you are a secret society? Therefore, we can't even really honestly trust the information that you really put out to us. So because most of the things are done in secret, so at the end of the day, you're really showing yourself to be ignorant or ignorant, unlearned about how to get the public to see you properly, and ignorant of influence because you really don't have no influence. You think you do. You think you found somebody to play with. But my power with God is going to crush your communities. I'm just saying. I just have to say that right quick. You know what I'm saying? Because if they want somebody to go play with, they want some, thank you for your power, Lord, for your power. If they want somebody to play with, they need to go find some kids. You know what I'm saying? Go be a mentor to some kids. Go play some basketball or something. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to get nothing but straight up warfare over here. You think it's funny if you want to. But once we get started and cracking, once we line our enemy ducks up in a row and we start shooting them down, you can't get mad. You can't say, wait and hold up. You ain't going to be able to do that once we get started. I'm just letting you know because COVID is the beginning of the end. Boom. You know what I'm saying? So, ask yourself through the 60s, through the 70s, through all those times, what did they do for us? How did they do anything for us? They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything for the black community. They didn't do anything for the American community that we could see. They didn't put their spokesmen out there, anybody that can stand in front of the world platform, the national stage, if you will. They didn't have no one on the national stage through all those years to speak up for their community and what they're doing. Okay? So why should they be a part of this society when they have not had any impact on society as far as we can see? Because we still have black on black crime, we still have craziness that's going on, we still have undeveloped, undeveloped black community. They haven't helped in that sense. They haven't stopped these racist politicians. They haven't done anything with that. So all they've done is gain influence secretly in the community. That's all they've done. I'm gonna say that again. All they have done is gained influence secretly in the community that you don't even know how influential they are. That you don't even know what they're doing and not doing. That's what's going on. You don't even know what's going on, really. You don't even know. And why do you need, the government is already secretive enough. Why do you need a group of people that you have not elected, that you cannot check out their credentials, having a secret authority in your country? Having authority in secrecy. Having secretive authorities in your country. Okay? Why would you allow something like that? Why would you allow somebody to rule in secret in your country? Let me say that again. Why would you allow somebody to rule in secret in your country? Why would you allow that? That's why it's about to hit the fan, because as soon as y'all realize how much the Freemasons have been doing this whole time, and how much, and when y'all realize the Illuminati has ground troops and have had people in your community, they have been on ground level, because half of y'all, when y'all think about the Illuminati, you know what you think about? World bankers. You don't think about these crazy satanic Satanists. That's the picture you need to understand. These Illuminati people are Satanists, ground level Satanist type people, Gothic type people. Gang stalking, running around the community like hyenas. Okay? And they recruit people in the communities. They give them a little money, give them little peanuts, give them little gift cards and things like that. That's how they getting down. So I can help you understand, because as soon as you hear Illuminati, you think world bankers. You don't think membership like Freemasons. That's the best way I can describe it to you. They're no different than Freemasons. Their membership format is the same. Their membership format isn't. It's similar to Freemasons. I've already talked to one. I already know. I'm not speaking something I don't know nothing about. I've talked to Freemasons. I've lived with one. Like I told you. So I'm not some kind of person, one of these wackos that's talking about stuff and just because I seen it on the internet. Okay? So separate me from the boys. I'm a man. This is what separates the men from the boys. People that actually talk to Freemasons. That's the difference. Yeah. See, and I had their respect. They just don't have mine. You know what I'm saying? I have their respect. They just don't have mine. As far as their community goes. That part. You know what I mean? We don't know what you're doing. We don't know what you're doing in secret. We don't know what you are have planned. But all I know, the one that I talked to told me that their plans are similar to the Illuminati. That's what he told me. Okay? That's what he told me. He also told me that if you can't deny your brother, like far as Mason brother, a kiss. You know, if your Mason brother wants a kiss, yeah. Okay? And I could go on with one more secret, but then you're gonna start thinking that whether you believe me or not, or anything like, or all that. So I'm not gonna get to any more unnecessary little nuggets of secrets that I've been told by actual Masons, actual Freemasons. I'm not gonna get into that. Okay. Also would note that I've had a Freemason aunt and uncle that were Shriners. I've had Freemasons in my family. Yeah, my aunt and my uncle, my aunt Pauline Horton and Aaron Horton, both were Freemasons. They were Shriners. They had little burgundy hats on. And as a kid, I would see all these pictures that my grandmother would get from her daughter. And I would say, Grandma, what's that hat they got on? Why they wearing them hats like that? She said, oh, them Masons, them old Masons. My grandma knew what they was. Okay, so I've had family in Masons. I've lived with Masons. I've lived with a Mason. I've talked to another Mason about their objective. So that's just for all you people that just think that everybody's ignorant. Talk about this kind of stuff. Everybody ain't ignorant. And for you, and for why I'm on the ignorant part, for your Illuminati members to think, oh well, they just don't know what we about. We don't care what you're about. I don't care what you're about. I feel that you are unnecessary to have in our community because you have not had no impact on our community. Okay, you made a couple people successful. On a percentage rate, how much success have you caused in America? What, 5%, 2%? Not even on the radar probably. That's what we talking about. You have not impacted the American community on a court. You have not impacted the success rate of the American community to not even up to 25%, not up to even a quarter of the community. Okay? That's all we need to know. That's all we need to know. I don't need to know nothing else. You have not impacted this community up to a quarter of the community. So a quarter of the community hasn't even been impacted by your group. You're ineffective. We don't need you here. We don't need any secret societies in this community. Any secret societies that have not helped the black community. The Freemasons have not helped the black community at all. With all your influence, all your power, what have you done substantially? I'm not talking about your little charities that you give to. Anybody could do that. Rich people do that. For you to be, 6 million? Freemasons are 6 million worldwide? Yeah, I've looked up on you. I do my homework. You don't do your homework on your enemies, like me. You haven't done your homework on me. That's why you're suffering. That part. You got all those members, and you have not impacted the black community. I don't think you're necessary, sir. I don't think you're necessary. In fact, I think your expiration date should be now. I think it should be now. Because as time has evolved and the times have changed and we're living in a different age, we don't need secret communities that's putting a brand out there, that's putting a name out there. If you're going to be secret, just be secret. I'm not saying do it, but your psychology that you're having on the community is you're putting your name out there, recruiting people and intimidating people. So your name intimidates people, and your name also is out there and because of it being out there the way it is, it recruits people as well. Yeah, I think that's right. It definitely intimidates people. That's a fact. And there's nothing there. For somebody that's walking in the supernatural kingdom, that is a part of the supernatural kingdom, as long as you're human, I know I can beat you. I don't care how many it is. On our side, it don't matter about numbers. It matters about God. Boom. Forgot about that, didn't we? We don't need numbers. We just need God. God is out there doing all of that. Taking care of your whole community. We don't need no numbers. Who did Moses need? Moses destroyed the whole army of Egypt. He didn't need a whole army. God destroyed them, the whole army. Yeah, and that same power God has with me. Moses didn't need nobody. He destroyed the whole army. I could destroy the whole army of the Illuminati, the whole army of the Freemasons. You're talking to a Moses-like character. Hallelujah. You're talking to someone that has a Moses type of faith. You destroy your whole army. You sitting up here think you got it all worked out because of numbers. According to our kingdom, that means nothing because God is the one fighting a real war with his angels anyway. You don't believe in supernatural power. That's how we're going to beat you. As long as you don't believe in supernatural power, we have the advantage. Your doubts is our advantage. Yeah, don't believe it. That's good, great. Ain't going to stop nothing we doing. Ain't going to stop it. Actually, that gives us the advantage because you're not taking us seriously. Hey. In war, that's perfect. In war, that's perfect, buddy. Go ahead and doubt me. Think I'm crazy. That's all advantage. You think I'm crazy? That's an advantage. You think I'm gonna lose? That's an advantage. You think I'm slipping? You think I'm outnumbered? That's an advantage. You don't believe in God? You don't believe in his power? You don't believe in his angels? That's all advantages. Those are all advantages. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I just don't want to see people ignorant of this secret society that's sitting up there, and I think it's an expiration time for that. We don't need none of that no more. We never did, but we definitely won't care nothing about what you're doing. We won't care nothing about how cute it is. We won't care nothing about how fraternity it is, about nature. We won't care nothing about that. American people are too crazy and insane as of 2021, November 19, for there to be secret groups that consist of crazy Americans and everyday Americans. I'm sorry. And that's what I'm trying to get you Christians to see. You need to speak up. We don't need people here that's in secret. This is why you don't know what's going on now. I'm going to say that again. This is why you don't know what's going on now. And that's why your government don't really know what's going on now. That's why these police don't know what's going on. And because all of this is done, a lot of this is being done in secret. And what you need to know is, and I'm gonna put it up as a little avatar for my video. You need to know that a lot of the police are in the Freemasons. You need to know that. They are part of Freemasons. They have badges on their uniforms. I'm gonna put that up on the avatar so you can see it. Yeah, so you got police in it, and you got and you got everyday people in it. You got judges in it. I'm showing you the real picture so you can wake up, so you can snap out of the foolishness. Okay? We don't need police. If any part of the Masons we don't need to be in secret, it's the police. We don't need no secret police. That part. No. We do not need police meeting secretly. If it's any reason to cut it, any real reason to cut it off, that's the main reason. Because they have police that are meeting in secret. We don't need that. No. And then they doing nothing but shooting them down anyway? Shooting people down anyway? Sexually abusing kids anyway? No. Sometimes, see, the whole thing is that some of y'all think, well, it's some good people. We don't care about that. I'm looking at don't insult my intelligence. I'm looking at the overall picture of you having no impact in our community. That's enough. That's all I'm talking about. I don't care about the good people in your community. I don't care about the beautiful people in your community. I don't care nothing about that. I care about the fact that there's no impact on the community, and yet you're in secret, and all we see is evil going all around. All we see is people scheming all around. Nah, we don't need that. And then you got police, as far as the Freemasons, that's meeting in secret, and we don't know what they doing. Nah, nah, And I'm gonna keep hitting it on. I'm gonna keep hitting on this until you Christians get on it, and hopefully your preacher get on it. You know what I'm saying? We don't need nobody meeting in secret. Christian churches ain't meeting in secret. Muslims ain't meeting in secret. You see where I'm going with this? But the George Washingtons, if you will, and the Benjamin Franklins and the likes of that, them people get to meet in secret. You see where I'm going? Because they were members. So the likes of people like that and the organizations they they in, those type of people and the likes of people that's like-minded like that, and then, they get to meet in secret. You see what I'm saying? See how that's messed up? And then they can recruit foot soldiers within your community that do their work while they meet in the secret. And they're all in secret, even the foot soldiers. Nah, we don't need that. We don't need that. And then, like I said, cops is in it. And the American cops is meeting in secret, and we don't know what they talk about. Nah, we don't want that. It's expiration for that now.